Easy. We'll see you the next time. Yeah. It sure is nice to be back, and thanks for coming out tonight. Is everybody... Come on, baby, take a little ride with me. Come on, baby, take a little ride with me. I got my limo out front, I'm heading down to Florida. I said her name yeah. Okay, well, that felt pretty good. Everybody got a drink? Let's drink hard tonight. All right, is there anyone here tonight that's 39 years old? Oh, well, I'm going to take you back 39 years ago. Oh, the teenage years. I wrote that one when I was still a teenager. I was thinking about that the other night, and I was thinking about teenage love. Who can remember teenage love? I remember like it was yesterday. Teenage love. Late at night, away from prying eyes. Get those magazines out from under the mattress. All the beautiful glossy photos of those beautiful models. Oh, and the curves. My goodness, it was easy to fall in love in the teenage years. And the necks on those models. Oh my goodness. Absolutely in love. But it took me 10 years to really find the one that I loved. And she came to me late in the night. Her her name is Lead Bessie. Yeah. Well, you know those other magazines, they were good for a few minutes, but you could pore over the guitar magazines for hours and hours and hours. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Lead Bessie, we've been together for 32 years now. Oh, yeah. We're going to take you way back when Lead Bessie was born, 1934. Picture a big music shop with a big glass window. Main Street, tiny little dusty old town in Mississippi. And there she is hanging in the window. Price tag, $32.50. And picture a young black man on the street in front of the music shop, Saturday afternoon, shopping day. He's got his guitar case open and he's getting some nickels and dimes in his case. He keeps looking back at that beautiful guitar, wishing that he could just get enough money, maybe to get his hands on one. All of a sudden, a big, brand new automobile pulls right up in front. Shiny black off the showroom floor. Terraplane made by the Hudson Motor Company. Two beautiful black chicks dressed in furs pile out of the back. They start dancing around in front of this blues guy. Oh, and they start digging in their purses and throwing dollar bills in his guitar case. He's getting all excited now. He looks around the back of the car to see where these gals are from, because you don't see two beautiful black chicks dressed in furs driving a brand new automobile in those tiny little towns in Mississippi. Sure enough, sportsman's paradise. So he starts working it hard and he keeps looking back at that guitar, and all of a sudden here come the cops. And they start busting up the crowd, getting everybody to move on. So this young black man throws his guitar in his case and he starts heading down the road. These two black chicks, they grab him and they throw him in the back of this car. They're going to take him for a ride. Down to the Crescent City. Here we go. On my the blues from Book of White. All right. Book of White. Picture him back then, about 23 or 24 years old. Ooh, and he's a big man. He's not real tall, but he's just chunky. And he's having a good time with these women in the back, but he's struggling a little bit. Because these two Louisiana women, they are wild and loose. So Booker needs a little help, so he pulls into an old barrel house. They're having a Saturday night fish fry. He's looking for a friend of his to help him out with these two chicks, because they are tough. And just about to hit the stage, the big man himself, 300 pounds, 6'7", built like a chisel, a man called the Howlin' Wolf. He gets up on stage at that fish fry and he starts howling, singing his Wang Dang Doodle and his Little Red Rooster. Oh, and he's got those women dripping. So on the second verse, I need your help. I need you to bark like dogs and howl like hounds. Let's do it, boys. Decides he's going to get up and do a little spot, do a song or two there at the old barrel house. And he gets up and starts singing his jitterbug swing, and he's got those two beautiful black chicks dressed in furs boogieing around. And one of the local boys comes up and starts trying to make a move on him. Booker doesn't like that too much. He starts giving the guy a hard time. So the guy rushes the stage. He pulls out a big 10-inch butcher knife. Booker pulls out his gun and shoots him. Oh, the next thing Booker knows, the cops got him. He's got a brand new pair of shackles on him. He's got a suit with stripes going the wrong way. He's sitting on a wagon about an hour before daybreak, and he's crying the blues. images of these blues guys. Some of them came from just listening to their music, and some came from actually talking with them. I traveled with the blues man Johnny Shines. He was there back in the 1930s, about 1934. He'd have been about 19 years old. He was running around trying to figure out how to play like this other cat that was a few years older than him, a guy by the name of Robert Johnson. So picture Howlin' Wolf running with those two chicks. Book is doing time on the Parchment Farm now. They're heading towards New Orleans. They hit one of those dry counties where you can't possess alcohol. There's lots of these little dry counties scattered all across Mississippi and Alabama and Georgia, Tennessee. It's all right if you got your AK-47 with you, loaded and ready to go. No problem, but don't possess any alcohol. Well, back in the 30s, they would just set up a little still and start brewing a little bit of that moonshine out in the backwoods. So I picture Wolf guiding these women in this big old airplane, pulling in the backwoods, and there's little guy Johnny Shines and Robert Johnson sitting by the moonshine still. Robert sees him coming and he makes up a little song about this terraplane, this beautiful car. And then he starts singing about moonshine. And he's trying to put together different songs from guys that he learned from, guys like Son House, Willie Brown, Charlie Patton. So he's taking little bits of everybody and calling it his own. And this one's called The Preachin' Blues. moonshine music for you there. Thank you. two beautiful black chicks. They finally arrive in their hometown, the Crescent City, New Orleans. And they take the wolf down to the French Quarter. This big old beautiful automobile. They pull right up to Jackson Square. And there's another black man on the street playing his guitar right there in Jackson Square. And all of a sudden a big funeral procession comes by. Big glass case with the casket, horse-drawn carriage, and the traditional jazz band following up in the rear, blowing their horns with their top hats. So this blues guy on the street, he picks up on it and he starts working the crowd a little bit, hoping he'll get a nickel or a dime more in his guitar case.
whole
Welcome, everyone. It sure is a pleasure to be here tonight. Just me and my old guitar, traveling around spreading the word. Back in the old days, it was the musicians, I think, were a big part of communication between these little towns. Not only in America, but I think most all over the world. Because the musician moves around and he hits those towns, town to town, and he's got the news. Sometimes they'd write songs about it. I'm going to flash ahead now about 3 years from 1934 to about 1937. Here comes a young black man into town, one of those dusty little towns over there in Mississippi. He's got an arm full of records. He's got his guitar in his little backpack. Everybody's excited to see him. It's Robert Johnson. Robert who? Robert Johnson. He's on the radio. He's getting airplay. He's a big star now. He's only about 25 years old. But man, if you could get a recording on the radio, everybody listened to radio. So everyone starts flocking around this young, beautiful blues man, Robert Johnson. They know there's going to be a party in town tonight. Because Robert's in town. He's a big star. All the women are fussing and flirting with him. The men are hanging around, a little bit envious of his success, but they know there's going to be a wang-dang-doodle tonight. But this young black man, Robert Johnson, he's not interested in any of this adulation that's coming his way. He's looking for something. What's he looking for? He's marching around town looking for the ugliest woman in town. Now, why is he doing that? He sees her off in the corner there, all alone. The women don't want to have anything to do with her, scorned by the men. He starts flirting with her. Oh, she gets all excited. It's been a long time. She takes him home, draws him a hot bath, cooks him a nice hot meal. Oh, rubs his shoulders a little bit and gives him lots of loving. Oh, it's been a long time. Robert Johnson is all set up. He's got one in every little town along the highway. He can come and go as he pleases. She's always happy to see him. But it gets late in the night. Robert gets itchy. He gets up and he starts heading out the door with his guitar. He tips his hat to the lady. He's looking for something else now. What's he looking for? He's looking for those loose, wild women. If your mind gets personal, honey, won't you have your fun? If your mind gets personal, honey, won't you have your fun? Robert Johnson. We'll get to her a little bit later. We don't want to peak too early. Johnny Shines told me that Robert Johnson had a teenage bride, and she died in childbirth. He said Robert got all crazy, started leaning to the darker side of things. And I've got a little 6-year-old boy back home, and I don't even want to think about what it would be like if he got yanked away. So here's Robert. He loses a new bride and an unborn child. Where do you turn for relief, for comfort? this tour. I don't know how many shows I'm doing, but I've been playing every night, running from place to place. It's always different wherever I go. And usually my agent, he sends out a contract and we get all the information. And that's usually it. You know, sometimes I ask for a little extra, like a place to stay or a meal. And I've been thinking, I think in the future, from now on, I'm going to add a rider to my contract. And I think we'll start tonight. From now on, ladies and gentlemen, I insist that everybody, wherever I go, refers to my third ex-wife as Satan's sister. Thank you very much. Oh, we've been battling it out back home. She's been breathing fire down my neck. And I haven't written the song, the big song yet. But it's coming. It's going to be soon. But right now I'm going to take you back to the devil's daughter, ex-wife number 2. She had her horns and tail clipped at birth, according to her mother. Oh, and I knew better than to get involved with her, but what can you do, guys? You gotta go for it. Loose and wild. He cried, I'll be true to you, even though you don't want me to. I'll be blue for you, even though you've asked me not to. With years drifted by, as we all know they can. He refused many women, and she had many men. But his fate would have it, they met again. He was on a downhill slide, she would just slide me in. When she looked into his eyes at night, she never realized that the only real love in her life was passing by. As she turned and left him there, her final words goodbye. She heard him calling out to her, and as she walked he cried. He cried, I've been true to you. Seemed like speaking to me is the least that you could do. I've been blue for you. After all that you have put me through. He'd been drinking way too hard one night, he'd been drinking way too hard. Alone and pale in a cheap hotel, he died there in the dark. Kneeling beside his grave, also laid and also robbed. She longed to hold him close again, cried on and on. She cried, I'll be true to you, Oh, ex-wife number 2.